Okay, unpopular opinion about to load, and I hope you'll watch this to the end so you can understand where I'm coming from. Hi, I'm Casi, Carey from the Carey Collective, and we are your relocation specialist here in Northern Virginia. We live and specialize in Vienna, Virginia, Reston, Virginia, Oakton, McLean, Great Falls, and Burke. They're our favorite places where all of our clients tend to land, and how could I miss Falls Church as well? I don't always agree with the traditional way of doing real estate. I don't always agree with the traditional way to buy a house, to sell a house. I think it is really time to disrupt the normal real estate world. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to give you one unpopular opinion that I stand behind with every single one of my clients. Are you ready? Here it is. Buy the house that will always sell. You're like, what in the world are you talking about, Cassie? Well, I specialize in families that relocate in and out of Northern Virginia rather frequently. And with that comes a lot of responsibility. It is not just opening doors, it is not just showing houses. I just don't do that. It's not in my DNA. I'll never do that. I will never be a door opener. I am here to advise you for your entire life of owning real estate here in Northern Virginia. And the reason I say buy the house that will always sell is because you are going to rent that house out or you're going to eventually sell. One of the tips that I constantly tell my clients is don't buy on a double yellow line. What is a double yellow? It means it's a busy road. Even if you don't mind it, even if you don't mind it, somebody else will. The next person will. You shrink your buyer pool from here to here. Okay, here. When you're willing to accept a double yellow outside of your home. Constantly, I have clients that are relocating here to Northern Virginia and they'll see a house and they're like, whoa, this is so great and it's priced so wonderfully. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it's on a double yellow line. It's because cars are plowing through there. They're super quick. It's a pass-through street. You're not going to want your kids running out of the front door and playing. You're not even going to want. Another thing is a pet. I've also hear clients that are like, oh, if I get a new puppy and the puppy runs out, we don't want that. You just don't want it. So even if you're willing to accept it, I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. Not everybody's going to tell you that, but I will tell you that. And I will show you the data behind it. What about when you want to rent that house out? Same rules apply. If you're on a double yellow and a family comes in and they're going to see it and there's a double yellow line, even if it's the best price, best condition, super gorgeous inside, you are still going to struggle. It is just not easy to buy a house that you're like, well, we can live with it or we can have this. It's okay. Don't do it. Frankly, another thing I feel about this for is the layout of a home. Make sure the layout makes sense. Not just you, not just for you, for the next person who wants to buy it. When you're walking into homes and you're buying homes, put on the goggles of the next person because appreciation is going to happen pretty systematically. On average, let's say you get 3.5% to 4%, some years even closer to 10% here in Northern Virginia. Most specifically, when you buy an ideal home in an ideal school district with an ideal location, that is going to appreciate so much more, so much faster. And you're going to get your money back and more. You're going to make your ability to make more money is so much higher when you buy the house that other people want. And it's not always easy. Don't get me wrong. I understand how competitive the Northern Virginia market is, but the reason it's competitive like that now is going to be the same reason it's competitive when you go to sell. Real estate is about making money. Real estate is an investment. Maybe I have the luxury of not living in a forever home. I did as a kid. My parents still live in the same house that we were in since I was a child. And I think that's amazing. I never realized that real estate is really meant to make you money. And so you have to think of the next house that you purchase as, is this going to make me money? Is it going to be a long-term investment? Maybe you're in it for 2 years, then you move, you rent it out, or maybe you move up, you rent it out, and then you move into the next home. Or other strategies are you live in that home 5 to 7 years, and then you sell it, pull the equity, and move up into your next house. But think about it every single time. Like, is this going to make me money? Would the next buyer want to be here? Is someone going to want to rent this and pay a premium? Those are the factors that really need to be considered when you're buying a home in Northern Virginia. Instead of, I like it, I'll live here, it's fine for us. If I ever hear you say it's fine for us, it's a no for me. I mean, listen, I'll write whatever you want to write on the house that you want to write because it's your house, it's your investment, and you're an adult. But think about the next guy or gal. Think about the next person who's going to rent or buy or move into this house, and make sure that you are looking at it from that perspective. So hopefully you've stayed with me to the end. Tell me, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think that you should buy the house that you love? Do you think that like a dream home does exist, a forever home is real? Or would you consider putting on the goggles of the next purchaser of that home and making sure that you buy the house that everybody wants? That way you make the most money. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. If you want me to help you find your next house, send me a text, 513-284-5396. Or you can email me, Casi, C-A-S-I, at thecareycollective.com. I am here to help your real estate dreams come true. I'm here to find that unicorn for you and support you throughout the entire life of owning your home.